Well, their properties may not be damaged, but the Hurunuri and Waimakariri districts are also struggling with their housing market, almost to the same extent as Christchurch is. Gracie Fee reports.
Until now, the Waimakariri and Hurunuri districts have kept quiet on their property problems, with the spotlight being on Christchurch's crisis. But the Mayor of Waimakariri says it's not just Christchurch, it's the surrounding towns that are bearing the brunt of the city's earthquake damage and inflated property market. Mayor Ayers says the government needs to do something across the whole region, not just the city.
The government has got powers to be able to do something to help people, and under the SERA Act perhaps, or Department of Building and Housing, it is a serious situation, but it needs to be dealt with at Greater Christchurch wide. It's not just Christchurch or Waimakariri individually. It needs to be looked at across the whole wider region.
The Waimakariri district's property boom began straight after the 1st September quake, but now it's become a recipe for disaster, with rentals running low and prices running high, almost at the same crisis level as Christchurch's.
A crisis is a strong word, but it is very difficult to get a rental.
The mayors of Waimakariri and Hurunuri have issued a housing needs survey to the public, which Mr Ayers says has confirmed the anecdotal evidence of a lack of rentals and very high prices in the areas. Rangiora has been perceived as safer since the city's ground started moving, a thought that's made their property situation a lot worse.
Towns like Kaipo and Rangiora and even Oxford are actually within commuting range of Christchurch, so if people can't find a place in Christchurch, they will look a little bit further afield, and we're experiencing that impact,
causing the price of both rentals and properties for sale to rise dramatically.
Rentals have gone up, rents have gone up, I should say, and certainly house prices have gone up too. Waimakariri has had the highest price rise of any district in New Zealand in the last 12 months.
The housing needs survey is ongoing, and while it may draw in some alarming statistics and situations, Mr Ayers says there's not a lot they can do.
We don't have a lot of social housing, but we don't. Apart from housing for the elderly, the Waimakariri district doesn't really do social housing, so there's not a great deal that we can actually do about it. All that we can do is try to help our social service agencies in the district, like Presbyterian Support and so on.
The council will help social agencies with information and support. He says the agencies have been a lot busier. They're helping to move people into places, and earthquake recovery coordinators are fielding a large number of calls.